Great day to have you here with us with all your expertise on
Sean.
China. Just give us your take on what happened with the balloon from last week and this new device or new contraption that was flying over Alaska.
Well, if you want me to give the bottom line up front, our intelligence community has a history of failure, of underestimating China, going back about 30 years. And each time they apologize or they try to explain why they underestimated some particular Chinese, in this case, a Chinese intelligence collection program, it looks like they're trying to say this happened under Trump, but it was only put together after Trump left office. So it's giving us an image that the Chinese have a worldwide aggressive intelligence collection program that the Biden administration now knows about. But what they're not telling us yet is what they intend to do about it. There's a number of options. Heritage Foundation next month, Sean and Dagan, is going to put out a comprehensive package of ideas to deal with China. But so far, the Biden administration doesn't seem to galvanize. This is really a new challenge from China that we hadn't known that they could do this before. So if they've been picking up cell phone calls and a whole series of things around our ICBM silos on this pass-through from Montana to South Carolina, it's really quite scary for some people who still think of China as a friendly, cooperative place where they should invest money. So I see the big issue I see here is a kind of paralysis about what to do about a specific Chinese move that a lot of us know, including the two of you, that this is just part of a much bigger Chinese challenge to replace America as the #1 superpower. They don't want to do it next year. They're talking about 5, 10, 20 years. But that's the plan. And this intelligence collection program seems to me to be part of the plan.
And Michael, we were talking about our debt and more than $4 trillion added to the debt in just the last 2 years. But also, we're near record imports from China in the last year. They've gone up more than 6%. We as a nation, because of the trade relationship we have, because of corporate America in part, are paying for our own demise. We're paying for China's ascent to #1 status on the world stage.
I think that's right, Dagan. I think it's also conscious. The people involved know what they're doing. If you look carefully at Janet Yellen's speeches, just to focus on her for a second, she is not saying we have to deny the reserve currency status of the Chinese yuan. She's saying kind of like the opposite. She has a lot of meetings with the Chinese finance community. This sends a sort of a green light to Wall Street. To invest in China is still a good thing. It's still approved by the U.S. Treasury Department. And that's what's happening. We're increasing our investment in China. Now, maybe there'll be an executive order to block certain sectors, but even that is under discussion. And I've noticed some newspaper stories, Sean, that the Treasury Department is saying, no, we can't be too tough on China. They're a financial partner. So the trend is not good under the Biden administration.
But that I agree with it. That had been happening, and maybe things are changing because we're seeing bipartisan outrage over the Chinese spycraft. Take a listen to this.
Did we know what they're trying to collect? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We understand that this is a broader part of a broader suite of operations that China is undertaking.
So we knew what they were looking for.
Sir, I think we should talk about this more explicitly in the classified session.
We're just perceived as very weak across the nation, across the world.
Everything I learned today confirms that the administration made the right decision.
As an Alaskan, I am so angry.
Michael, good sign that Americans and its politicians are starting to wake up to this threat?
Yes, I'm paying attention, Sean, to the 3 Mikes and the 1 Mark. Mike Turner, Mike Rogers, Mike McCall, Mark Green, each chairs a key committee. They are the ones that put together this 419-0 resolution yesterday. That's really shocked the Chinese and the Chinese media today. They're surprised that so many Democrats are going along, but there was a price. They had to take out in the first draft, they were going to condemn Biden for not shooting the thing down earlier. But they removed that, but still they got 419-0. So we can focus on the optimistic outcome here that maybe Even Maxine Waters, did you see her statement? Maxine Waters is now saying we shouldn't be investing in China in ways that helps their military. So we got to be optimistic, I guess, that we're going to save our role as #1 power in the world. But frankly, I'm a little bit worried.
So am I. Michael Pillsbury, thank you. We appreciate it.